Hello everybody, how are you? Hello everybody, how are you? It is time to start our day. It is time to work and play. Hello everybody, how are you? Hi guys, welcome to Wednesday, which is officially 9 days until Christmas. Can you show me 9 fingers? How about 5 and 4? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How about 6 and 3? Do you have 6 fingers on one hand you can show me? That's not going to work. Can you show me 7 fingers on one hand and 2 on the other? That's not going to work either. How about 8 fingers on one hand? We only have 5, so for make 9, we could do 5 and 4. But the point is, there are 9 days until Christmas, and I'll bet you guys are just as excited as I am about it. Well, today we are going to talk about another part of Christmas. Yesterday we talked about Santa Claus. Any ideas what we're talking about today? Can you guess? Can you tell? We're going to talk about reindeer today. We're going to learn a little bit about reindeer. We're going to play a couple of reindeer games. We're going to learn how to draw a reindeer. And then we're going to make a special snack for the reindeer to eat on Christmas Eve. So, like I said, the first thing we're going to do is learn a little bit about reindeer. I found a really cute picture of a reindeer that I wanted to share with you guys. And I wanted to teach you a little bit about reindeer while you're looking at him. Look at him. He looks like a happy reindeer. If I had to guess, I would say he was a very happy reindeer. He's hanging out in the snow, which he loves. He loves to be in the cold. He's just hanging out and living his best life. I like that little reindeer. So here's some things that I learned about reindeer that I wanted to share with you. First of all, something that's interesting with reindeer, they are a member of the deer family. Usually in the deer family, only the daddies or the male, the boy deers, have the antlers. But with reindeer, boy and girl reindeer have antlers. But that was kind of cool. Second thing I learned is that reindeer, the mommy reindeer, have one baby, just one at a time in the spring. And that baby, after it's born, stays very close to the mommy for 6 months, till it's 6 months old. And then it starts to wander away from her. But reindeer can do something that none of us can do. Reindeer, after they're born, within about an hour, are up on their legs and walking. You know, it takes us almost a whole year, right around a year, for people to start walking, but a reindeer does it in 1 hour's time. I thought that was really interesting. Now, it's very cold where they live. Like I said, they like to live in the northern part of the world, and I'm going to show you real quick. We have looked at North America and Europe, and we talked actually about reindeer when we talked a little bit about the animals that are there. But they like to live, here's our North America, here's our Europe, and this is Asia, which we're going to get to. They like to live up at the top, the northernmost part where it's the coldest. So that is where you would find reindeer. In North America, up here, Europe and Asia, all the way up at the top. They do like it to be very cold, but because it's cold, it also means that it's icy. So on the bottom of their hooves, you know how we have feet? They have hooves. On the bottom of their hooves, they have some fur, and that keeps them from slipping on the ice. Now their hooves also have 2 other very special purposes. One is they're kind of sharp, so it helps them to dig into the snow. It's like a shovel. They use it to dig and to look in the snow and the ice for different things. And 2, when they go swimming, they use them as paddles. Isn't that kind of cool? You know how when you're rowing a boat, you have a paddle? Well, the reindeer use their hooves the same way to help them get through the water. Now, what do reindeer eat? Did you know that reindeer are vegetarians? That means that they eat plants. They don't eat meat. They eat plants. I thought that was kind of a cool thing too. And reindeer have a special system in their nose that when they breathe in that really cold air, it actually warms it before it gets down into their lungs. Now, if you or I went outside on a cold, cold day and we took in a big, deep breath through our nose, it would stay cold. We would feel that. But when they breathe it in, it gets warm and it brings warm air down to their lungs. They were really made very special, weren't they? So those are just some fun facts. Let's see if I missed anything. I don't think so. Those are some fun facts about reindeer. Now, like I said, there's some other things I want to do with you that have to do with reindeer. How would you like to learn how to draw one? I'm not the best artist, but I found a way to draw a reindeer where it can actually kind of look like a reindeer. So if you would like to go get a pencil, a crayon, a marker, and a piece of paper, you can join me drawing the reindeer. I'm going to have my Santa countdown scooch out of the way here, and I'm going to draw it on here, and I chose brown to use today. I think of reindeer as being brown, but you know what? If you look at the guy in the picture, he's got a lot of white on him too, doesn't he? Not just brown. But I'm going to use brown today to draw mine. So get your supplies, come join me and we're going to learn how to draw a reindeer together. We're going to do it in 6 steps. Okay, you ready? Step number 1, we're going to draw the oval shape. Now a circle shape starts at the top. We learned about this back in September. It starts at the top, it goes around, and it comes back up to the top. An oval shape is the exact same thing, only it's like you took your circle. Let me make one with my hands. It's like you took your circle and you stretched it. So now it kind of, if I turn it this way, it looks like an egg. An oval is a stretched out circle. So we're going to start at the top. We're going to come around down to the bottom. See, it's longer than a circle, and I'm going to go back up around and close it up at the top. That's an oval. So the first step you do for drawing a reindeer is to draw an oval. That was step 1. We drew his head. Now we're going to give him some eyes. So now you're going to draw 2 circles. Reindeer have 2 eyes, just like we do. So we're going to draw 1 circle, 2 circles. Inside their eyes, if you look inside your eyes, we've got color and we've got the black in there. We're going to give him, same thing, we're going to put kind of a colored in circle right in the middle of his eyes. Starting to look like a reindeer yet? How does yours look? Can you hold it up so I can see it? Wow, you guys are doing great out there. Good job, keep it up. We're going to add another piece now. We've got his head, his eyes. Now we got to put on his nose, of course. So that's going to be a kind of a bigger circle, and we're going to put it down here, just like us. Right between the eyes goes our nose. Here we go, a bigger circle right here. There's his nose. So far, you guys have drawn the head, the eyes, and the nose. The next thing we're going to do, of course, has to be his antlers. So it's almost like drawing sticks. We're going to draw a line on this side of his head. We're going to draw a line on this side of his head. So that's where you start. Now, do you notice how my antlers have little pieces coming out? That's how antlers look. Let's take a look at his. He doesn't just have the 2 sticks coming up off his head, but they have little sticks coming out, kind of like the branch on a tree, right? So I'm going to give him 1 here, 1 here. Let's give him 4 on each side. Does he look a little bit more like a reindeer? I think so. I think he's getting there. So now that we've got his antlers on, the next thing we're going to give him is a neck to hold up his head. He's got a big, heavy head. Take one more look at it. He has got a really big, heavy head. So he's got a very strong neck that's going to hold it up. To make his neck, I'm just going to draw a little box underneath, a little square. So I'm going to come down underneath his head. You can put your crayon pencil marker right there. Go straight down, go across, and then straight back up. There he goes. Now he can hold up his head strongly. Let's see. He is missing his, let's take another look at our guy. One more look. His ears. Take a good look at his ears. Does he have big ears or little ears? He's kind of got big ears. And what shape are they? It's kind of hard. I would say they're almost like a triangle, but they're kind of a curved triangle, kind of a rounded triangle is what I would say. So to draw my reindeer's ears, and they come underneath his antlers, I'm going to go out from the side of his head a little ways, and then I'm going to round, curve, back in. And same thing on this side. Out, I'm going to go around, curve, and back in. And there we have a reindeer. Well done, you guys. Now, if you would like, and I think I would like, I am going to get one more marker, if I have the right one. What color do you think I'm getting? What do you think I'm going to do? My reindeer is not just going to be any reindeer. He is going to be Rudolph, so he needs his red nose. And do you remember what I told you their noses can do? All reindeers? They all make that cold air warm as it enters their body, which is something I wish we could do. And then it wouldn't be so bad going outside in the wintertime when it's really cold. Congratulations, you guys. You did a nice job drawing your reindeer. I am really proud of you. Pat yourselves on the back. Kiss your brain. Good job. Okay, I think it's time for some reindeer games. If you're going to talk about reindeer, and we're going to talk about Rudolph, we have to play some reindeer games. I have 2 different reindeer games I'd like to play with you. I'm going to need to move this out of the way because the first one, I need to move a little bit. Now, I would like you guys to stand up for both of our games. Can you stand up for both of them? The first one we're going to do is called the Reindeer Pokey. Has anybody ever done the Hokey Pokey before? If you have done the Hokey Pokey, raise your hand. If you have done the Hokey Pokey, shake them all about. That's part of it. and turn yourselves around. That's part of the reindeer pokey. So what we're going to do is we're going to sing a little, and then we're going to move a little. So the first time through, when I sing the first verse, see if you get the hang of it, and then you can join me. You ready? It goes like this. You put your antlers in, you put your antlers out, you put your antlers in, and you shake them all about. You do the reindeer pokey, and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. How about our noses? Those wonderful noses they have. You put your nose in, you put your nose out. You put your nose in, and you shake it all about. You do the reindeer pokey, and you turn yourselves around. That's what it's all about. What else do reindeer have? We talked about their hooves. Can you make hooves? You put your hooves in, you put your hooves out. You put your hooves in, and you shake them all about. You do the reindeer pokey, and you turn yourselves around. That's what it's all about. How about one more? Let's put our tails in. You can't see my tail, but I'm going to turn you. Ready? You put your tail in, you put your tail out. You put your tail in, and you shake it all about. You do the reindeer pokey, and you turn yourselves around. That's what it's all about. Good job. If you want to do that song again later, you can come up with other things. Maybe you can put your shoulders in. Maybe you can put your ears in. What else does a reindeer have? You can put those body parts in and shake them all about and then turn around like a reindeer. Thanks for playing that reindeer game with me. I've got one more. This one, we're going to see what kind of reindeer listening ears you guys are wearing today. You ready? We're going to play a game called Rudolph Says. Now, in order for me to play my Rudolph game, I need something. What do you think I'm going to add? Let me look at my Christmas basket here. If I'm going to be Rudolph, I have to dress the part. So, ready? There, how's that? Let's see if it'll stay on for the whole game. Okay, so this is how we play Rudolph Says. I'm going to say the words Rudolph says, and then I'm going to tell you to do something. So maybe I'll say, Rudolph says, clap your hands. Okay, so if I say Rudolph says to do it, then you do it. If I just say, clap your hands, then you don't do it. I'm going to be trying to trick you up, okay? Let's see how good your listening ears are. You can sit down or stand up, but you might want to stand up so you can move a little bit more and wiggle a little bit as you need to. All right, let's start off easy. Let's start off with Rudolph says, clap your hands. Oh, let's change it. Rudolph says, clap your hooves. Good job. Rudolph says, touch your antlers. Touch your ears. Did anybody touch your ears? You shouldn't have. Rudolph didn't say. Okay, that's how you play. Let's try a couple more. Rudolph says, shrug your shoulders. Rudolph says, touch your elbows together. Touch your shoulders. I hope you didn't touch your shoulders. Rudolph didn't tell you to. Rudolph says to put your hands over your head. Rudolph says to put your hands under your chin. Rudolph says to put your hands behind your back. Put your hands in front of you. Did I trick you again? Rudolph didn't say to put your hands in front of you. Let's do one more. Let's see if you could do this. I can do a trick. Let me put my hair back. Rudolph says, wiggle your ears. Can you do that? Let's see if I can do it. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm wiggling my ears. Rudolph says to shake your head. Rudolph says to nod your head. Stop nodding. Rudolph didn't say. Good job, you guys. All right. We're going to take that off because we have one more reindeer activity to do together today. This is a special one. This is one you're going to do with me today, or maybe save it, but then you're going to use it on Christmas Eve. On the internet, there's a paper. Hello, Molly. Molly likes reindeer. On the internet, there is a paper that your grown-up can print off, and it says that this is reindeer food. Sprinkle on the lawn at night. The moon will make it sparkle bright. As Santa's reindeer fly and roam, this will guide them to your home. Okay, we learned that reindeer are vegetarians. That means that they don't eat meat. So we're going to give them something that they would eat, something that they love to eat, which is oats. If you have oats at home, you can use these. If not, talk to your grown-up and think of something else that you could use. They like plants. So they would like things you grow in your garden too, if you have something to put out for them. But we are going to use oats today, and I am going to put this up where you can see it. So let's move our reindeer. Let me put this out of our way. I want you to be able to see what we're going to do. Now, if you were to take the oats out on Christmas Eve night, and you were to sprinkle them, if we have snow, in the snow, or if we don't, in the grass, do you think the reindeer would see the oats? Probably not, especially in the grass. So I have my mixing bowl. I have my oats. I'm going to pour some in here. Okay, that looks like enough. I don't want them to have two full tummies, because if they do, then they will have trouble flying and going to everybody else's houses. So I don't want to give them too much food, but I want to give them enough so they can make it from house to house. So I've got my bowl with my oatmeal for their snack. And if you just even want to play in this for a little bit before you do anything else, it feels kind of cool. You can put stuff in it and dig it out. You can just feel it. It feels kind of cool. Anybody eat oatmeal for breakfast? Well, the oatmeal that you eat for breakfast, you can now feed to the reindeer. Now, to make sure that they can see it, we said it's going to sparkle to draw them to your house. We need something sparkly. I have two sparkly things. I have a bag of glitter that I can put in there. Let me put some glitter in. I don't want to use too much though, because this isn't for them to eat. We don't want them to eat the glitter. We just want a little there so they can see the house. And then I also have some sequins, and I'm going to take some sequins. These are a little bit larger but bright still. I'm going to sprinkle them in. Now I have to mix everything together. So I have my spatula to stir and mix. Oh, this is going to look so pretty out on my lawn on Christmas Eve, and it's going to help the reindeer find their way to my house so they can give Molly, Nellie, Suni, and Avery, and my husband and me and my kids some gifts too. So there you have it. That's our reindeer food. You can make this with your family and put it out on Christmas Eve. And like I said, our little poem that goes along with it will be on the internet for your grown-up to print off. Have a great day, guys. We'll come back and play again tomorrow and do some more Christmas things. See you then. Bye, everybody.